Spring is a movie that I utterly adore. From the first time that I saw it way back in 2015, I think it was, I just fell in love with this movie. Now, I'm a big fan of Moorhead and Benson, the directors who did Resolution. They did like Endless, and they've got another movie coming out soon. But for me, Spring feels like something that they just nailed 100%, and I think it's just wonderful because of it. And the story's really simple, devilishly simple, which is one of the key things that I love about this movie. We're given the character of Evan, someone who's at his lowest. How we see at the start, his mother has just died of cancer. We learn later on that his father had died a period of time before that. He's just been sacked from his job. He's a dead-end job. His life is most definitely not going in the direction that he wants, and decides to flee, get away from America, get away from everything that's just prevalent in his life, and just clear his soul almost. And he goes to Italy, a notion that he had he was going to do with someone, and decides to just follow through on it. And he gets there and ties up with some tourists, doing the touristy thing, being loud and obnoxious and drinking lots, until he discovers a girl in a town, Louise, and becomes captivated and decides to get a job there to try and learn some of the language, try to learn some of the customs, and just try to woo this woman. And that's a good chunk of the movie. You know, you're a good 36 minutes in before something really happens in this one, but it's captivating. Watching these two people meet, connect, to see where Evan comes from and how he changes as a person very quickly, and realising that the shenanigans that he's having with these tourists is just not him, and he wants to do something bigger, something that's going to mean more rather than just steamrolling through a community, actually becoming part of it. And you see that in Evan as he tries to woo this girl. You know, she offers to just jump into bed with him immediately, and he doesn't want that. He wants to get to know her. He wants to sit down and converse with her. He doesn't want to do the typical thing. He's a little bit raw emotionally, and that's what I like about this one. And Louise is a quite a complicated character. She's going through something rather dramatic herself. She's got a history with men that makes her just more standoffish. She doesn't want to get involved with people. She doesn't want to have a relationship. She is extremely standoffish, and there's reasons for that as well immediately. So we have these two characters, almost a kind of role reversal, as we have Evan, who deeply wants a connection, deeply wants that love and relationship, and we have Louise, who just doesn't want any of it. She'll be quite happy with a one-night stand. She doesn't need more than that. She's got her life. She likes to stick in the routine of what she has. And even just the movie, if it was just that, these characters bouncing off each other and just conversing and having conversations and drinks and walking about these wonderful locales, I would have loved the movie. But it's got more to it, and it's got more to it that I don't want to tell you about. It has a very genre-specific slant to it, and I say slant because it's something very different. It's something that's very prevalent to the thematics of the movie, and the need of change and reinventing yourself and moving with the times. But it's done in a slightly horror-ish manner, which is just terrific. You know, it's a movie that deeply resonates with me, and just seeing these two characters, who are mostly the ones that are on screen, just grow and get to know each other, is just such a wonderful place to be. It's a movie that zips by, and I love it more and more each time I watch it. Now, this disc is great. It's got two commentaries by the directors, one from 2014, one a kind of retrospective one for 2020, which I think is wonderful. Alternative endings, various different additions, the special effect, the special features make this definitely worth checking out as well. But I would wholeheartedly recommend Spring. I have missed out huge chunks of the story for a specific reason. But trust me on this is a 5-star movie. This is a movie that is just wonderful. It's very different. It's like Before Sunset meets almost Lovecraft in a certain strange manner. It doesn't have horror just for the sake of horror. It's small and it's there to punctuate the story and to drive it forward, and it's most definitely a beautiful looking movie. The locales are wonderful and unique and stunning. The side characters are great. Angelo, the old man farmer who Evan ties up with and starts to work with, the way he teaches him so succinctly by giving him just the basic amount of words he has to use to get him to do the job, and the kind of relationship that they have is just terrific. And again, this driving force of love and connection is all the way through the movie. And it's just it's one of the best movies I think I've ever seen. If you're in two minds about picking up Spring, don't be. Go and get it, check it out. I think you'll love it. I think you should buy it. It's coming out from 101 Films, and I don't just recommend, I urge you to check this movie out. And I'd love to know your thoughts once you've seen it. Let me know in the comment box, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.